So what's the deal? Are you a free agent now or what?
Not yet.
That's what
I
I
think,
thought, because there's a matching period or something, or like a negotiating period.
yeah, there's like exclusive negotiation rights period. So I got a little bit of time. I know my team had just started opening up lines of communication with PFL or yeah, I guess you would just say
PFL
PFL.
tour.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. So we're still in talks, but I think the conversation's just starting to happen and kind of go from there.
Got you. So they have reached out, or you guys reached out, or something like that.
Yeah, I believe my team has reached out and they're starting to have like I'm talking about like literally I got told this like 2 days ago. So
Like almost the
it,
day that I hit you up, or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So it's just like it's just fresh starting to like we're starting to have some talks and kind of go from there and see.
Okay, got you. Now I feel like it's a little bit of a complicated one, just because you ended up being a number one contender. I
Yeah.
guess the most obvious question right off the back I'm feeling is like, are you intending to test free agency, or is there a chance that you will accept the offer they give you, or because the free agency gives you all those options?
Yeah, like it's kind of a hard one, right? Because like don't get
It's
me
okay if
wrong,
you
like I
can't answer too. I'm putting you on the
no
spot, so yeah.
no, you're fine. But it's kind of like in one sense, I like Bellator and I like PFL and I would like to work out something with them. But also on the other it goes on both ends, right? Because not even talking from a emotional aspect of it, if as far they're running their business however they run their business, right? And I have to run my business however I run my business. So, I think if we'll see, but I feel like if things could have got solved in the beginning before, like how it usually gets, done with, usually fighters resign after their third fight, going on their fourth fight. So their fourth fight is really the first fight on the new contract, you know, and it's kind of that's the thing that stops this from happening. But I feel like on their business move, they wanted to see the outcome of the fight. You know what I mean? So they decided to let me fight out my contract. So then, as far as a smart business move on my end, the only right thing to do is to go throughout the process. You know what I mean? Because they had their kind of chance to, uh, figure out things and get it done before the fight, and they wanted to wait, which was all that's their prerogative, and that was their business decision. And then on my part, I think it's probably right. Who knows though? I might not, but obviously probably a smart business move would to maybe test free agency and see because we got to this point now.
Right. And I guess too, like, the biggest thing that's going to be a hanging up factor with re-signing as well, like regardless if you want to accept their offer, test free agency, is going to be the fights per year, right? Because they only give you two, but it's kind of a small roster.
Yeah, man, I just want to be active. It's kind of a weird situation, right? Because obviously, these promotions are looking for the young up and comer fighters, right? But also on the other end, if you're looking at the guys I'm fighting, these aren't old guys. Like I'm not the. I don't feel like I'm old. You know what I mean? But I just fucking when I start talking about it, I'm like, oh, well, matched up to this person. But at my age, they're not matching me up with other guys my age like that. You know what I mean? So it's not like these fucking two older guys fighting and then fighting on the card, and it's like they're like their special match. You know what I mean? I'm fighting against young fucking guys. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not just like hanging in there. I'm finishing, and I'm looking like the better athlete out there. So I don't know. It's a weird situation because I think that you know in a normal situation, this is probably a bad situation for an older guy. You know what I mean? because he might just be fighting old guys, and then the promotions are kind of just like taking care of them, and now so that type of situation. But for me, man, like I was always asking for the young, like give me the young up and comers, like, and if I'm competing with them and I'm beating them and I'm not like, I'm out there moving. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not out there like um beating them with like these old dog tricks and that type of thing, like I'm physically out there beating them, you know what I mean? So I think it's just a different situation compared to the usual the usual things.
Okay. And I guess too, like how long do you have, or like have you heard, is it 6 months? Is it like a year as far as when you have to
I
wait
don't
for
know.
them to like offer you something and you could talk to other people?
Yeah, so I think we're trying I'm I want to say it's 60 days from the
Since your
end of your
fight?
contract. Yeah. So
Correct.
it'd be 60. I'm not sure if it's 60 or 30, but I think it's 60.
Okay. Cause yeah, it's already
But
been
also,
almost 30 days anyway.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I think it's one of those.
Probably
I'm
60,
not
right?
too
Or
sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be 6 months or something like that. Cause I think the UFC has a longer one.
No, no, no. Well, unless they changed it. I think when I left, it was I think it might have been 90. I think. I'm not too sure. But nah, man, I think it might have been 62. But it wasn't for sure longer than 90.
Okay. For sure. So you
Yeah.
have about like most 2 more months, right? Till you
Hmm.
hear something and then you could talk to other promotions. Have any other
Yeah.
promotions like reached out and you had to turn them down or anything like that? Or
No, not that I know of. I know that like with those type of things, there were, because I mean, I'm pretty sure like
they know or something?
the whole industry is pretty, it's a big industry, but it's not, it's like everybody's kind of intertwined. So I'm pretty sure with things like that, they're like,
We'll
no,
wait.
I'm not talking about it. Yeah, yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's why I also wanted to talk about it with you because, like, I feel like if I don't in a way, then it could, like, this whole process could be kind of like unknown and stuff like that.
hmm
So I want to get it out there that other promotions can be hitting you up in a few months and stuff like that. You might be
yeah,
entertaining
yeah,
some
yeah,
offers if Bellator doesn't come fully correct, but there's a
yeah,
chance if
yeah.
they come correct.
No, for sure.
Yeah.